Hello everyone and welcome back to Twig or This Week in Gaming. I am your host, Josh B with MER Gaming, and today we're covering all of the gaming news that happened this week, the week of May 6th. This week, Xbox's unexpected studio closures shocked many fans, while Warner Bros. Faced a significant loss with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Sony also responded this week to the backlash over Helldivers 2. V Rising's 1.0 release delighted many players, and a new LEGO Star Wars show was announced. Additionally, Mortal Kombat teased the inclusion of Homelander from the TV show The Boys, and Hades 2's early access launch received widespread acclaim. Let's jump right into it. Kicking off this week's gaming news, we're witnessing a really horrible recurring theme in the gaming landscape, that being layoffs. Xbox dropped a bombshell this week by unexpectedly shutting down two prominent studios under the Bethesda umbrella. The closures of Arcane Austin, renowned for their work on titles like Redfall and Prey, and Tango Gameworks, the creative minds behind Hi-Fi Rush and The Evil Within, caught many people off guard. Despite mounting a ton of curiosity, Xbox has chosen to remain tight-lipped regarding the reasons behind these closures, even deflecting questions during their podcast. In response to this, fans have taken to positive review bombing Hi-Fi Rush in a last-ditch effort to salvage the sequel that was pitched just a day prior to the shutdown announcement. It's truly disheartening to witness the potential demise of these studios and their beloved games. As we await Xbox's official explanation for these closures, the gaming community braces itself for the possibility of further announcements. Continuing with major company news, Warner Bros. Has publicly acknowledged the significant failure of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. They've revealed that the game resulted in a staggering 200 million USD loss in profit. This outcome doesn't come as a complete surprise considering the game's poor reception and notably low player count on platforms such as Steam. It's hoped that this costly setback serves as a valuable lesson, motivating Warner Bros. To prioritize quality and innovation in their future game development endeavors. Continuing from last week's coverage of Helldivers 2, the aftermath of the mass review bombing and demands for refunds following the mandatory linking of a PSN account has led to some developments. Sony has announced that they will no longer be requiring PC players to link their accounts, which is seen as a partial victory for the community. However, the game remains unavailable for purchase in the 117 countries where PSN accounts aren't supported. Until it's accessible in those regions without the account linking requirement, it's premature to label it as a complete win. Additionally, on the same day as the Helldivers 2 controversy unfolded, Sony's stock experienced a significant downturn. Hopefully, Sony will take this situation as a learning opportunity and improve their corporate practices moving forward. This week marked the highly anticipated 1.0 release of V Rising, delivering a wealth of new late-game content for players to dive right into. From fresh new bosses to an array of weapons, the game has evolved significantly since its first early access days. The community's response to this full release has honestly been overwhelmingly positive, with the surge in player count reaching an impressive 100,000 concurrent players on Steam. It's time to embrace your vampiric powers, take on formidable challenges, and rise to the occasion. Dare to challenge Dracula and seize your destiny in V Rising 1.0. Exciting news arrived this week with the announcement of a new LEGO Star Wars show titled Rebuild the Galaxy. This series promises a unique twist on the beloved Star Wars universe, showcasing an alternate version where building blocks take new forms. Prepare for unexpected delights like Geonosians wielding lightsabers, Ewok bounty hunters, and even the infamous Darth Jar Jar. Fans are eagerly anticipating a wild and wacky adventure that this show will likely offer when it premieres this fall on Disney+. Mortal Kombat treated its fans this week with a sneak peek of its upcoming character, Homelander, from the Amazon hit TV show The Boys. While the glimpse wasn't extensive, it did showcase some iconic moments from the show that translates into its brutal fatalities. Witnessing Homelander using his laser eyes to obliterate somebody's head and uppercutting an opponent into a plane, leaving a gruesome splatter, left many fans eager for more. Anticipation is high for additional inspired moves that will both satisfy players and fans of The Boys alike. Homelander is set to release release sometime in the beginning of June, which is pretty interesting because the new season 4 of The Boys premieres June 13th. And wrapping things up for this week, the highly anticipated early access release of Hades 2 has hit the scene. Steam has already seen a staggering peak of 100,000 players diving into the underworld. The reception has been overwhelmingly positive, with a 94% positive review rating on Steam and numerous YouTube videos praising the early access experience. Players are thrilled with the current state of the game, but excitement is building even more for future updates that promise to bring even more content and challenging bosses to conquer. We'll definitely be keeping an eye out for what's to come as development progresses in the world of Hades 2. And that will be it for this week in gaming. Please make sure to check out all of our other videos, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more gaming content coming your way. This has been Josh B with Merclan Gaming, and I'll catch you next week for another exciting episode of This Week in Gaming.